there was a Hispanic guy. He spoke to a Hispanic guy and he spoke to um, an Indian lady. And the Indian lady, the Hispanic guy, he keeps asking about Hispanic people. He wanted to know where to find Hispanic people, if there was any of them around. I think this is him here. Let's see.
Doing anything. I hear people talking about it, but there's nothing practically being done. Is the large Latin community, especially in California and Texas, where if you're a Spanish speaker, you have your citizenship, you can vote. A lot of people either listen to the leftist media or listen to their son who went to university or listen to their uncle or to their brothers, and they say, oh, no, it's the Democrats, that's our party, that's what you have to vote, that's what. But I don't see anybody actually going out and having a grassroots effort of going door to door.
I have to challenge that. I have to challenge that.
Well, maybe there is, and I haven't seen it. But
There is.
I mean, I would like. When the whole Trump election was coming on, I called different organizations. I want to get involved. What can I do? I'll go door to door. I know Spanish.
Yeah.
I'll tell the people, I'm for this. I'm for this. You are too, because Latins from Latin America are Catholic. They don't believe in abortion. They're
conservative.
There's so many things
conservative,
that
yes.
bring them to us. Yet we don't have their vote because we're not working on that. We're not doing that. And so I get very frustrated because there's so many opportunities for us, and I don't see anybody talking about a certain strategy to be able to capture so many people like that.
So actually, the last part of the election, a lot of the shift was to the Latin America. A lot of the shift. Matter of fact, we won McAllen, Texas. We spent a lot of time down south, and a lot of the South Americans, people that have come here, Florida, we really spent a.
Okay, so this gentleman, this guy of Hispanic Latin background, he made sure he asked him, is there a Latin group that he can get with to help get more Latin folks into the Republican Party? This guy doesn't feel the need to come out and say, hey, I am 100% American and so forth. And even if he feel that way, he doesn't feel the need to say that. I'm pretty sure he's not saying that. Same thing, there was an Indian lady who asked about Indian people specifically. She said, is there an Indian group that I can get with?
Okay, so just a comment. I think like CRT actually hurts minorities, and they're trying to say we're the ones that are victimized. And in my opinion, it's hurting us because it's segregating us as well from everybody else. That's just a comment I have. And the second comment is, do you know of any active Indian people that are, on the Republican?
Of course, I got a lot of
really
Indian friends
active?
here in Texas
Okay.
that are very active. Tons. I'll give you some numbers.
Okay, great.
I'll make the
Thank you.
connection for you. Yes, tons.
Perfect. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dr. Matt Rostami. I'm an eye surgeon here in Frisco. Thank you. How you doing? Hey, thank you so much for coming here. Very inspiring. Some of the things you told me actually just changed the way I'm going to think going forward. Like, I'm not going to call myself an African American going forward, right? Like, it didn't click till you just told me right now. I have nothing to do with Africa. But seriously, you've really switched something there, just telling me that. My question is, how do we, as Republicans, go out and reach to religious minorities who also have conservative views like us, that we can get them in? Because right now, I feel like the Democrats are just getting them by just not even offering them anything. They're just going there by default. What strategies can you help us with?
I can tell you what I do. I just love on people. I can go into a room full of Democrats, liberals. It doesn't matter to me. I will never push being a Republican. They don't have to know who I am, right? I love them, I meet them where they are, and then I bring them where I want them to be. But we have to build trust first. Remember, you can't win who you offend. And if you build a level of trust, people will trust you and you can take them on a journey. So I just take them on the journey at given opportunity, and I wait for God to open that door and show me when that time is. But up until that point, I just build a relationship, talk about football, I talk about grades, I talk about education, I talk about school. I find the commonality that we can talk about. And from that is when I take them where I want them. I've won more people to the Republican Party from the Democratic Party than you can ever imagine in your life.
And so this guy's influential. He's making a connection with the people. I mean, he's going about it the right way. Like I say, he's doing a lot of good things, and he's going about it the right way as far as connecting with people. However, why do he feel the need to tell people that, look, I have no connection with Africa, I know nothing about Africa, but you consider yourself so smart that you have read so many books, 248 books, but you know nothing about Africa? Is troublesome to me. There was another lady, I think she was a Hispanic lady, who stood up and said, "Hey, I'm also married to a black man," and the guy who's speaking, who's leading the entire discussion, he said, because she said, "I'm married to a black man like you," and he was like, "Am I black?" You know, he said it jokingly, of course, but she said that her husband also do not consider himself an African American, and she had concern about CRT and stuff like that. But if you listen to the video, this guy emphasized the need for teaching the history, the true history of America, because he's been lecturing this group audience right here about how black folks were involved in so many things to help out the country, right? But then the lady says she don't want anything to do with CRT. So to me, that is basically CRT. You know, I'm sure Democrats have their agenda, just like the Republicans have their agenda, right? So that was very interesting about this man right there. So basically, to sum it up, when it comes to him, he always had an identity crisis. And yes, he are doing good things by reaching out to the youths and stuff like that. But if I was able to talk to this man, I would tell him, you don't have to go and tell people you're not connected to Africa. How about you just take the initiative and go learn about your history? Learn about that, you know, because guess what? You're not going to get the Asian to disconnect from their country, and you're not going to get the Hispanics to disconnect from their country as well. Okay?